Travis Hunter is about to shatter a record that stood untouched for 67 years. The Jacksonville Jaguars rookie could become the first player since Jim Brown in 1957 to win the NFL MVP award as a rookie. NFL traditionalists are already seething, but Hunter doesn't care about their opinions. The number 2 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft signed a 4-year, $46.65 million contract with a $30.57 million signing bonus paid up front. He became the first non-quarterback in NFL history to receive that bonus structure. Jacksonville traded up specifically to get Hunter, showing massive organizational commitment to his dual-threat capabilities. Hunter dominated both sides of the ball at Colorado in 2024. He caught 96 receptions for 1,258 yards with 15 touchdowns on offense. On defense, he recorded 4 interceptions, 11 passes defensed, and allowed only a 39.9 quarterback rating when targeted. He logged over 100 snaps per game for 2 consecutive years. The expectations for Hunter appear to already be unfairly high, way above most rookies, including quarterbacks, wrote Eric Edholm. Yet, if the two-way player can pull off the NFL equivalent to his 2024 season at Colorado, he might break the paradigm of what being a league MVP looks like. Deion Sanders and Charles Woodson played on both offense and defense, but not on a regular basis like Hunter will. Hunter could become the first player in the modern era to play significant snaps on both sides of the ball consistently. Jim Brown remains the only rookie to win an MVP award in NFL history. No player has accomplished this feat in nearly 7 decades. Hunter's ability to contribute on both offense and defense gives him an advantage no other rookie has possessed. Edholm acknowledges the massive challenge ahead. It might take something like 900 receiving yards and 8 to 10 touchdowns on offense, I figure, plus 4 or more interceptions and other big plays on defense for Hunter, even to enter the MVP discussion. Adrian Peterson was the last non-quarterback to earn MVP honors in 2012. No wide receiver has ever won the award. Hunter faces historical precedent working against him, but his dual-position capability creates unprecedented circumstances. The Jaguars possess talent at both receiver and cornerback positions. Brian Thomas Jr. enters his second season after recording 1,282 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns as a rookie. Dyami Brown provides additional depth at wide receiver. The cornerback room includes 4 potential starters: Jordan Lewis, Tyson Campbell, Monteric Brown, and Jarrian Jones. Hunter will compete for snaps rather than walk into a starting role immediately. General Manager James Gladstone spoke to SiriusXM NFL Radio and explained that the team feels Hunter is more natural playing cornerback. The Jaguars ranked number 1, 31 in total defense, and number 32 inches passing defense last season. Hunter's presence could dramatically improve these numbers. Trevor Lawrence has already witnessed Hunter's work ethic firsthand. Travis has been great, Lawrence said. Just his work ethic, how he's come in. He's been one of the hardest working guys we have. I think it's his commitment to learning the playbook and trying to learn the 2 systems. Hunter has impressed veterans like defensive lineman Eric Armstead during rookie minicamp and OTAs. Head coach Liam Cohen has hinted that Hunter could be used on both sides of the ball this season. Brian Sexton from Jaguars.com offered realistic expectations. I expect we'll see flashes of brilliance mixed with rookie mistakes and the usual learning curve that comes from playing on Sundays. The word from Boulder, Colorado, was that Hunter's supreme gifts allowed him to take it easier during the practice week than he will be able to do at this level. Zion Ali, the number 1 overall prospect in the 2026 class, is already drawing comparisons to Hunter. The Baltimore, Maryland native recently confirmed plans to play both defense and wide receiver at Maryland. Ely measures 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds with a 4.4 40-yard dash and an 11-foot broad jump. He turned down a scholarship offer from Deion Sanders at Colorado to stay close to home. His physical gifts could make Hunter's dual threat ability less rare in the coming years. With elite speed and power, Ely might become college football's next two-way sensation, according to recruiting analysts. If Ely develops as projected, he will enter the NFL draft conversation in 3 years. Hunter's dual eligibility creates unprecedented fantasy football opportunities. In traditional leagues, he can be placed in WR, flex, and OP slots. He receives points for offensive production plus any defensive or special teams touchdowns. IDP leagues offer the complete Hunter experience. He earns points for everything on both offense and defense. His positional eligibility includes wide receiver, flex, outside passer, cornerback, defensive back, and defensive passer slots. ESPN's scoring system demonstrates Hunter's potential impact. A sample stat line of 5 receptions, 47 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 solo tackles, and 1 interception would generate 26.7 fantasy points in PPR IDP leagues. Fantasy experts recommend placing Hunter in a defensive lineup slot in IDP leagues. This strategy allows managers to employ an extra offensive player in wide receiver or flex positions while getting defensive production from Hunter. Hunter partnered with streamer Cenat to create a custom touchdown celebration at the AMP house. The collaboration video went viral across social media platforms within hours of posting.
Can we come up with a celebration for one of your touchdowns this season?
Yes.
Or the first one?
Yeah, it could be the first one for sure. I've been saving it. So I ain't even tried dance to do for my first celebration. So we definitely can come up with one.
Come on, let's hook up. Right now. Let's cook up. Wait, well, we should all do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It gotta be some swaggy like, yeah. Oh my.
Cenat boasts over 15 million Instagram followers and over 19 million TikTok followers. His net worth reaches $35 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. The partnership connects Hunter with audiences beyond traditional football fans. If he scores, he has to hit this dance, Cenat exclaimed during the recording session. The celebration represents the growing intersection between professional sports and digital media influencers. Hunter also became the first athlete signed to Cenat and AMP's skincare brand, TONE. The business partnership extends beyond entertainment into legitimate marketing opportunities.
Fuck, you need to just...
Yeah, he horny. I think he got to let that out.
Taiwan?
You can't do that.
Pick him up, Jack. No, pick him up. Hey, sit down, Jack.
You keep the chair.
Sit down. Travis Hunter.
Like, all of them. I like all of them. I love all of them. Oh,
What's your favorite though?
pick that go.
Pick him up.
No, what's your favorite scene?
Nah, wait. Pick Phantom up. Nah, you can't.
Nah, Phantom got down.
Yeah, you see that? Alright, yo.
Hunter demonstrated business awareness during his AMP house visit. When Cenat requested free NFL tickets during the live stream, Hunter responded strategically. Y'all in Tony Parker's house? Y'all talking about free tickets? All right, I'm selling them for $100. Hunter replied before later agreeing to help Cenat. The exchange revealed Hunter's understanding of professional boundaries and access value. Hunter displayed humility throughout the visit. When offered a seat among the group, he chose to kneel rather than displace anyone. This gesture contrasted with typical high draft pick behavior in celebrity circles. Travis Kelce offered his solution to neutralize Hunter during a recent podcast appearance. I don't know how they're going to divvy him out in snaps. Teams are going to be going after him. They're going to try and make his day miserable, Kelce said on Bussin' with the Boys. Kelce's strategy involves targeting Hunter's defensive side repeatedly, with deep routes to wear him down. The goal is eliminating his presence on both sides of the ball through fatigue. Fox Sports' Bucky Brooks believes Cohen may counter this approach. Maybe Hunter is just a designated third down defender, a nickel or dime who comes in for gotta-have-it situations, Brooks suggested. The Chiefs will test their strategy when they visit Jacksonville on October 6th. defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo could implement Kelsey's recommendations during this Week 5 matchup. Hunter enters the NFL with unprecedented expectations for a rookie. He could contend for both Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year awards depending on his snap distribution. The Jaguars' offense managed only 19 passing touchdowns last season. Lawrence threw 11 of those touchdowns while playing just 10 games. Hunter's arrival could dramatically increase these numbers. Jacksonville's defense requires significant improvement after ranking near the bottom in multiple categories. Hunter's cornerback skills could provide immediate impact in pass coverage. Sexton added perspective on Hunter's transition. He said, "I think he will be a tremendous and two-way contributor in time, but Sundays are different from Saturdays, and it is reasonable to pump the brakes and let the Heisman Trophy winner have some room to grow in his first NFL season." The Jaguars begin training camp later this month before their first preseason game on August 9th against Pittsburgh. Their regular season opener is scheduled for September 7th against Carolina at Everbank Stadium. Hunter has been practicing his Cenat-created celebration dance while preparing for his NFL debut. The dance could appear in future Madden NFL video game installments if it gains popularity. Fans on social media have embraced the Hunter-Cenat collaboration. One Reddit commenter wrote, "Hunter has such great self-awareness and natural charisma. If he's great, he's going to be a mega star." The partnership demonstrates how modern athletes build brands beyond traditional sports marketing. Hunter's approach reflects growing awareness among younger players raised through the NCAA's NIL system. Cleveland has officially become ground zero for quarterback chaos. 4 quarterbacks, 1 starting job, and nobody seems to know what's happening, including head coach Kevin Stefanski himself. While Shedeur Sanders quietly dominates training camp performances and builds community connections, his coach remains suspiciously silent about the organization's biggest communication breakdown in years. What's really happening behind closed doors in Cleveland? The fantasy football world has delivered a brutal verdict on Shedeur Sanders. In March, Sanders ranked as the QB2 in his draft class. Today, he's fallen to 44th overall in dynasty rankings. Fantasy pros dropped him to quarterback 5 among rookies. He now sits below names like Jackson Dart, Tyler Show, and Jalen Milroe. The reason? Total distrust in Cleveland's offensive system. The data tells a harsh story. Since 2000, only 1 in 10 fifth-round quarterbacks have started 10 or more games. CBS Sports was direct. There are better ways to use a fantasy pick than with Sanders. Sportsbooks predict the Browns will be the NFL's lowest-scoring team. Sanders lacks Anthony Richardson's mobility and Caleb Williams' arm strength. He faces competition from Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett while working under an offensive scheme that doesn't favor young quarterbacks. The Browns don't have an elite receiving corps to carry a rookie. Without running ability or consistent scoring, Sanders doesn't add fantasy value. Period. Fantasy experts recommend avoiding Sanders in redraft leagues entirely. Dynasty leagues might consider a late-round gamble, but that's it. The Sanders surname generates media buzz, but it doesn't translate to fantasy football success. Shane Gillis delivered a calculated attack at the 2025 ESPY Awards that left audiences laughing and Sanders critics nodding in agreement.
Shedeur Sanders had his jersey number retired at Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right? All right.
The comedian targeted both Shedeur and Deion Sanders while highlighting college football's most polarizing debate. Colorado retired Sanders' number after just 2 seasons with the program, a decision that broke 135 years of precedent. Before Shedeur and Travis Hunter, Colorado had retired only 4 numbers in its entire history. Byron Whizzer White became a Supreme Court justice. Joe Romig earned Rhodes Scholar status. Bobby Anderson went first round in the NFL draft. Rashaan Salaam won the Heisman Trophy. Sanders and Hunter posted a 13-12 record with no conference championship. The institutional decision felt rushed to college football veterans. Darian Hagan, a respected former quarterback, expressed his dismay publicly. "We were always told there was a waiting period. There was a policy in place. That was shocking news to me. It was hard to stomach." Chad Brown, a former NFL linebacker, echoed concerns about institutional integrity. The familial connection between player and coach created perception problems that the jersey retirement magnified. Deion Sanders fired back at critics in characteristic fashion. If his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't have this discussion. Only reason we're having this discussion is that his last name is Sanders. Robert Griffin III stepped forward to defend Sanders, highlighting his positive influence both on and off the field in Cleveland. The former NFL quarterback praised Sanders for maintaining composure under intense scrutiny. Sanders impressed during mandatory minicamp in June. He completed 41 of 53 passes for 9 touchdowns and just 1 interception. Griffin emphasized these statistics prove Sanders is worth beyond his draft position. The pressure of being Deion Sanders' son adds complexity to every evaluation. Sanders grew up in the spotlight with every move scrutinized. Griffin acknowledged this overwhelming pressure while praising Sanders' focus on proving himself. Sanders' community engagement has been significant. After the tragic Rainbow Terrace Apartments explosion displaced over 100 people and killed 1 resident, Sanders organized the Garden Valley Fun Fest. The event provided free food, entertainment, and games for affected families. Sanders brought hope and normalcy to disaster victims, demonstrating character beyond football performance. Griffin has become a mentor figure for Sanders, who refers to him as a big brother. This relationship provides vital guidance for the NFL transition. The honest advice and feedback from a former Heisman Trophy winner helps Sanders handle professional challenges. Sanders surprised everyone during his appearance on Max Crosby's The Rush podcast with his quarterback-receiver duo selections. The interview, taped before the NFL draft, revealed interesting insights about his football perspective. Sanders chose safe options like Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski plus Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. Then came the curveballs, Derek Carr and Chris Olave, followed by whoever's going to be the quarterback for DK Metcalf and George Pickens.
Or the man that he connected with a lot of times last year, Rob Gronkowski, the tight end.
Hey, that was a good catch, but he made 4 moves and he was out of bounds. You know, Kevin, what I loved about this, I was down on the field with these guys. They were having a blast. They were like little kindergartners, 2nd graders, 3rd graders, playing in the park. And at the end of the day, that's all.
His speculation about future Steelers pairings fueled draft theories, especially since Pittsburgh was projected as a potential landing spot. The Derek Carr and Chris Olave selection left hosts and fans bewildered. Brady and Gronkowski dominated across 143 games in New England and Tampa Bay. They accumulated 7,819 yards and 92 touchdowns with a 116-27 record and 99.2 passer rating. 4 Super Bowl wins validated their partnership. Rodgers and Adams combined for 8,149 yards and 73 touchdowns in 113 games. Their 75-38 record and 103.4 rating peaked during Rodgers' 2021 MVP season before Adams' trade. Carr and Olave have played just 32 games together with 2,258 yards and 14 touchdowns. Their 15-17 record and 88.6 rating show potential but lack proven dominance. Sanders' bold vision prioritized potential over statistical achievements. George Pickens accumulated 2,898 yards and 18 touchdowns across 47 games with various quarterbacks, suggesting upside with consistent quarterback play. Cleveland's quarterback competition features 4 distinct candidates with different advantages. Joe Flacco leads betting odds as the Week 1 starter based on system familiarity and recent success. Flacco remains the only quarterback with Kevin Stefanski's system experience. He played Cleveland's final 5 games 2 seasons ago, throwing 13 touchdown passes while winning 4 games and leading the team to the playoffs. The 40-year-old veteran's age raises questions, but his proven ability to execute Stefanski's offense gives him a significant edge. Recent speculation suggests Kenny Pickett has gained favor with coaching staff. Browns wide receiver Deontay Johnson mentioned Pickett appeared ahead in early competition. As the first quarterback signed this offseason, Pickett represents a deliberate organizational choice rather than a necessity signing. Cleveland surprised analysts by selecting Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round. The former Oregon quarterback wasn't projected for early selection, leading to widespread criticism of the pick timing. Reports from OTAs indicated Gabriel was falling behind other quarterbacks. His height concerns compound the evaluation questions surrounding his professional projection. Vic Tafur from The Athletic delivered harsh criticism. Joe Flacco is back to save the day, assuming he beats out Kenny Pickett. Your mother told you never to assume, but she loves Flacco, and Shedeur Sanders should get a much-needed win and beat out Dylan Gabriel for the number 1. 3 job, as the Browns will learn, you can't draft a short quarterback in the 3rd round just because he has a firm handshake and intangibles.